Hello there, how should I Ame Gakita this? Generally, when you think that maybe when you look that Nijisanji stock is going up along the line after, like last time they actually say that they wanted to buy back their stock along the line, and it's actually been reported by quite a few people around, but for some kind of like put it in a very simple way about the buyback and what's not, but a lot of people tend to have a misconception about buyback stock in Nijisanji is that they're gonna assume that the stock will be going up when actually technically buyback stock is just basically you just trying to get back all the stock that was being sold and then along the line of just going with that. But the most important thing is, right, there is also another type of buyback that a lot of people don't really talk about, and that is to bring up the stock price of the so-called Nijisanji value in the public. And I has been saying that this Nijisanji have been doing some sort of like stock manipulation like for quite a long while. Again, there is not really hard evidence but actually speculative evidence at this point of time, because when you look at the whole like right now you guys might see that it's very high, it's green in color, it's going up. But when you look at like within the 6-month period from their last amount, it was like the moment when they decided like, oh hey, we're gonna start losing a lot, like it was like apparent going up and then kapim all the way down. Mind you guys, that was also the moment when Selen Tatsuki situation was there and they put up the negligible meme for Nijisanji, and it became such a funny meme that they're trying to bring it back up, which the reason why there was a raise. And yet at the time I actually told a lot of people is that it's free money. Why Nijisanji is giving free money back to the investor? Just sell their stock and don't turn back. Apparently a lot of investors take that to nerd. I'm still not right. And yet when I was looking at the whole sum of like for the past month, mind you guys, the rise actually happened within the last month. It happened on the moment when they say that, hey, we are going to buy back the stock, and the next day a lot of people apparently the stock rise quite high. But again, what a lot of people is not aware is that when you rise it quite high, there is a limit, just as the same as when it fall. Just when people say that, oh, you can't have more than 700 or the limit at that time, because the sum I believe based on the Japan stock market for them is that because they are within the range of above 2,000 but not above 3,000, so the range maximum for the rise and fall is around 700 yen. So obviously when at the time they don't have the fall is around 700 yen, and then they rise back also within that range, so they can't rise beyond. If you notice, it's like 700 yen for the fall, but when you rise 3 to this amount is only 500 yen. So for 2,000 to 3,000, I talked about this last time, that when it comes to the fall and the rise is that 700 for the fall, 500 for the rise. So you will see that definitely it doesn't rise beyond what they want, which is basically assuming that they are hoping for the 3,000. So at the time, this is really a moment of a rat and pull moment. Like anyone who know about cryptocurrency is that it's always all about the people pumping money into the currency, and then there'll be some people who just pull out and take all the money up with them along the line. So in this case, it will seems that what they have been doing with is that there is some sort of pull rat and pull moment, and you can just basically see that on the amount it's all been falling. I know that there may be like a rise, because if he's considering like, oh, it's based on this day, obviously the amount is right now is higher, so obviously you see, oh, it's actually 300 more higher than last month. But when you're looking at the amount on a daily basis, it's actually falling. You can just see there is a curve here, and then there is a fall, and then just today they trying to bring it back up along the line, like but when you're looking like on the whole area basis, it's actually falling. Stock market for Nijisanji has been falling for quite a long while. I mean, like, sure, there have been rise last time, but when you're looking at like the maximum period, right, when it first get into the market in 2022, it has always been like the higher was only at around that 6,000 plus, and then it has been lowing down and then going up and down. To the latest is right now is just at this point 2,500, and I won't be surprised if it keep on going lower, because at this point there is actually a very disturbing news in regards to it. I mean, like, sure, for some maybe have reported about Nijisanji pay about it. I can't really talk about it, but I can't recall why did my video got disappeared too. So I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure I talk about it. And I even kind of like doubled down a bit by saying that I may be right about Nijisanji doing stock manipulation and tricking their investor. If so, I'm afraid of my own prediction, because I've been saying that with like it kind of considered theory prediction based on the amount it doesn't seem to act out. It's like there's up and down, up and down. I mean, definitely it's going up and down. In stock market, it's always up and down. But the reason why I say that it's like up and down that seems very sus is that every time when it go down, it mysteriously just go up. Like right now it's going up, but it's like when you go up, why is it going down and then up and down? It's like, wouldn't it just go understandably in one straight way? It's like there are other days when they are showing, it's like when they are showing a specific timing, it's like it's going down, and then before they close it, they go back up, and then again same thing, it was going down, and then mysteriously before the end of the stock market closing, they go back out. So it's like it go up and down the moment people are like, right now it's like it's showing that people may be pumping away their Nijisanji stock, and it's really proving a whole new problem. So I know you guys may not be thinking about, hey, why am I talking about stock market, all these things. It does show a bigger picture that it may be what they might Nijisanji may be hiding at this point, is that they are not going to prove they are worse than Hololive. I mean, like, if you think about it, like I don't know. I mean, like, when you have three VTuber agency, Vshojo, Nijisanji, and Hololive. Nijisanji considered the biggest company, Hololive another big company, and then there is the Vshojo, which is considered a small company, and yet all three of them having a boost in the anime expos right now, and yet the amount of people going to Nijisanji is like basically no one. Salvi-san actually did talk about it, about a lot of people going to the Hololive booth, like it's crowded, but as compared to Nijisanji, it's like it's empty. And there was an even issue about the statue not arriving, and then they Nijisanji is saying, oh, it's the shipping issue, but the shipping is like, dude, it's already there already, and they were like, oh, must be the management issue. So it's like they are not admitting about their issue, and it's showing a lot of how Nijisanji has been feeling, and it really deserves it, because I know there may be some cock out here, there, everywhere in Face Connect, Vshojo, or Hololive, but I don't think that their cock out is so as bad as Nijisanji at this point of time. And more so is that no one is going to the event and what's not. And even they talk about the whole issue about the statue arrive on time or not, or about the people arriving at the area, it's really, really bad. And I even talk about how Nijisanji seems like the fan base is also mad about every single thing. I actually talk about Nijisanji fan base a lot. I talk about Nijisanji a lot. But the thing is, right, it's, to me, I find it weird that it has to be low. The value of Nijisanji seems to be higher than Cover Corp. When Cover Corp seems to be driving, they seem to be making a lot of traction. They have a lot of fans along the line. So in terms of market, shouldn't Cover Corp, the parent company of Holo Production, which is Hololive and Holostar, why are they gaining a lot of traction and yet their value is considered lower in the eyes of the marketing? It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's at this point, I would say that Nijisanji anycolor in is just basically a very overpriced product that is in fact not worth the money. It's like basically you go and buy some sort of high branded shoes or high branded bag, and then you only realize that it's actually not worth it because the product is actually very, very bad. It's just all the reason why you bought it is because of the branding. I mean, like, even consider iPhone, if you think about it, right, is it worth every time when you're gonna buy like iPhone 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then you'll be like, oh, it's gonna cost you 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then it's just basically a phone for you to use. I mean, like, one of the reasons why I don't really like back then I tend to switch iPhone like every like 1-2 years, but right now I'm like, dude, if my phone can last for 4 years, that's enough for me. I will just change when the new generation come, because why? Why would I want to go for a good item that or a phone that actually gonna just the next generation phone that is only like 3 to 5% increase in performance? Like, dude, I can live without that 3 to 5% performance at this point of time, unless there is way more to showcase, like the night vision for the for the phone. Then maybe, yeah, I can understand that. But when you're thinking about the whole scenario about what is Nijisanji at this point of time, I think it's a overhyped, overpriced company that don't even give back to the fan at all, and it's really shown in this case. It's like maybe there may be some people arriving at that area, but if it's so that empty as compared to like for Nijisanji as compared to Hololive and Vshojo, yeah, definitely not looking good. All right. And more so that I even talk about Nijisanji fanbase along the line. It's like, hey, why is the Nijisanji fanbase having a lot of issue along the line? And there is even like a 4chan post indicating that apparently that he or she trying to say that why is Dragon pretending that Dokibird is in a better place after leaving NijiEN? Basically the same view, still a small fry in overseas. It's like basically the same view. And based on the image, her departure was considered negligible to the company. It's like, I have no idea what this person to say, but only to say this, dude. Doing the same number as an indie then went with Niji, at least the Niji is not getting the street viewers and money they wanted so badly right now. You mean that the thing is, right, if Dokibird is having the same view as compared to when she was in Nijisanji, let's say that is what the Niji sister is thinking. It may be more, it may be less, who knows. But if Dokibird as an indie is making the same amount of view, what this person is so idiotic to not understand that the money go to Dokibird, 100% go to Dokibird. It's not going to the company Nijisanji. So obviously it's good for Dokibird when previously if she's still working at Nijisanji, then the money and the view go to Nijisanji. So I have never seen such an idiotic Niji Copper fan base out there. I mean, like, dude, I will admit there is a few Nijisanji fan in my subscriber. A few of them are in my sometimes do talk to me, but I think they will agree with me that this is the worst representative of a Niji sister at this point. It's like, if to all the Niji real true quote-unquote fan base, do you really want to let this be part of your community when this person is just bringing out the name, the defense for or whatsoever? It's like, dude, they are just bringing out the name of the fan base of Nijisanji. So obviously to all the people who out there will be like, they're gonna just be rendered. It's kind of weird that a lot of people will be wondering, why is Nijisanji losing fan base? Why are they getting not the most attraction? It's like this kind of idiotic fan that is making the weirder noise that look back on the actual fan base, and obviously because of that, people is like, no more. It's really, it's so easy to understand that all they need to do is just kick off this kind of toxic fan base and be done with it, and yet they don't understand the logic behind it. It's like, I don't even understand what are they trying to prove anymore. It's weird, but when you think about the whole scenario about Nijisanji, it's just basically all they need to do is change. Like, I actually talk about a lot of advice to Nijisanji. If they really seriously want to change, just send me an email. The email, or send me a DM. I'm willing to give. I will admit this. I was willing to do it for free to help them to change their company into a better company right now, for free. And the one thing that I will do, number one thing, is that to condemn all this kind of fan base. It's like, it's bringing down the name and reputation of the company, and the company don't even understand it. It's like, oh, we are not gonna lose any fan base even if they are defending. It's like, this person is defending the company and very good. But what you are not aware is that this kind of fan base is actually turning a lot of people away from Nijisanji along the line. I don't even understand what they are trying to prove at this point. But anyway, again, whatever I say today in this video, take it with a huge pinch also and throw the sword at the screen if you need to, because it is just a speculative thought, my random chat. So if you have your own view, your own take, and your own like your own mind or your own thought, whatever, just write in comment below. We can discuss it further. All the video that I post or show or to Twitter I showcase, there will be link to all of them in the description below as well. So do check them out. Especially like Salvi some video, there are a lot of interesting. Like he's always talking about Nijisanji on a daily basis. So if you want to learn more about Nijisanji, do go and check it out. If not, I do have a playlist for all the Nijisanji topic I talk about. Link is still in the description below. But anyway, with that being said, don't forget to press the like button if you do like this video, and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that I never follow on single trend, but maybe sometime more, sometime less, who knows. But the one thing I do know is I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.